You're listening to the Content Fix Podcast, episode 125, how I am going to help solve the biggest content marketing problem for small businesses. Hello and welcome. I'm Gillian Bowen. I'm your go-to guide for everything you need to know, and of course everything you don't know yet that you need to know when it comes to digital marketing. Well, if you listened to that episode title, it is indeed a big call, isn't it? But as they say, go big or go home. And well, probably like a lot of you, I've been stuck at home for the better part of 18 months now. So I figure I'm ready to go big instead. So this is a bit of a different episode. I'm telling you a bit about what's going on in my life, my world, and I think it's pretty exciting. I've been working on something for quite a while in the background, and I have managed to keep it a pretty good secret. Doing what I do every day online and in person, I've had the opportunity to talk with so many people about the challenges that they have getting their startup business going, their small business going, and in particular, building authority in their area of expertise. Solopreneurs, small businesses, they are facing an enormous task when it comes to creating enough content, and that's written and visual content in a multitude of formats for all the existing and of course the emerging channels they need to use to grow their brand. And while quality is important, let's never lose sight of quality. Sometimes there is just no getting around the sheer quantity required to get the message to the right person at the right time. That's exactly why I'm such a big fan of templates, particularly if you are DIYing your content when you're still developing your skill set in that area. And I'm talking about templates, not copy and paste, don't make any changes. Templates, the things that you take that guide you through the process and cut out a lot of the work, but still remain authentic. Broadly speaking, there are two main categories of templates that I use and I recommend in content marketing. There are, of course, your visual templates. So they could be anything from social posts to workbooks and slide decks, all those things that then get adapted to your brand and that you add your content into. Then there's what I call the document templates. Now they can be captions, scripts, email sequences, blog outlines, again, all ready to adapt. Because as I said before, templates are not just copy and paste. I see so much of this around when people go, here you go, pay me this much money per month. And you can just copy and paste all of this into your social feeds. Now the problem with that is you're just sharing exactly the same stuff as everybody else. Templates are all about putting a base in that you adapt to keep your voice genuine. And I love them for that. Think of it this way. They're a bit like paint by numbers. So all the shapes are pre-drawn for you and you just follow the numbers one by one and add your own colors, so to speak. Templates cut down on the time taken. They can be personalized to still reflect your voice and brand and ultimately bring down the cost of your content creation, which I say is win, win, win. Now, of course, you could just outsource your content creation, right? But do you have the budget for that? And if you do, who are you going to outsource to? I personally get asked almost every day if I can create content or write scripts or design decks and workbooks for people. And I do that for a few big clients, but I'm going to be really truthful here. Please don't judge me for this. I'm going to tell you exactly how this sits with me in my business. I honestly don't have the bandwidth to take on more clients, particularly for small jobs. That's not where I'm at in my business. The big challenge when you have a client-focused business is if you think of it more like an agency model, there is a lot of work that goes into project managing. So when you have a whole lot of small clients, you have to do a lot more work for a lot less money. That is my brutal truth. That's me being honest. I think it's a great thing if you want to be a freelancer and do that. But I can tell you, when I do work that way, I end up working a lot more hours to earn a lot less money. And I just can't do that in my business anymore. It is really hard on me. It's hard on the people around me. I have to be a bit smarter about how I actually choose things. So if I ever said no to you, or if I do say no when it comes to doing any freelance content marketing work, please don't ever take it personally. It's just a big choice that I've made, and I think it's right for me, even though you will find some people out there that are happy to add in all of that phone and email account service. You'll also find people out there that will use their own pace to pull the business in and then just pass it off to a staff member to handle. Again, it's just not the way I work. When I work on something, you get me 100% fully in. That's my deal. Of course, there are plenty of people online who you can bring on board to help at often quite a moderate price, but these people are mostly implementers. Very rarely do they combine the output they're creating with strategy. So they're going to rely on you to tell them what needs to be created and when. Now, the challenge with this is it creates a whole different area of time suck on your already valuable hours. Now, as you progress in business, you will probably find that you might start with templates, then you might go on to having a freelancer who helps with some things. And maybe one day, if your business gets big enough, you may actually then get to the point where you have someone full-time that manages this for you. But a lot of us are sitting in that space where we're still doing it ourselves. So with that in mind, I started looking around at the kind of templates you can get for content marketing. And when I did this, I was actually going to recommend ones because people were asking for them. Okay, there's some good ones out there, but there were some shockers as well. And what really, really bothered me when I started doing this is that I found that most people were offering just one piece of the puzzle. So I couldn't find anyone that was really doing that end-to-end solution for people that was driven by a holistic strategy instead of channel tactics. So to really explain that to you, it was like you could buy a bunch of social media posts, or you could buy an email sequence, or you could buy a set of launch content. But all of these were just pieces in a bigger puzzle. And what I really wanted to do was find something that really looked at your content marketing as part of your business strategy. And where does it sit at every piece in the journey? And can you actually put together these templates in such a way that people can actually follow the strategy with you as they look at the templates as well? I'm probably not describing it so well yet because you're going to have to wait and see how that all looks when it actually gets finished. It's getting close, but hopefully it will make sense when you see it. I just want a whole lot more value and a whole lot more strategy so that it's more about really helping someone see the big picture while they're saving time and money as well. So I have something coming in a few weeks that delivers on that strategic end-to-end content marketing template need. You can't see it yet. It's not ready yet. But if you do want to be the first to know, I have got a little surprise for you. You will be able to get your very first template for free. Absolutely free. So all you have to do is zip over to jillianbowen.com/ABC. jillianbowen.com/ABC, and you pop your name in there and you will get an invitation to choose a template that you want for free when I do launch in a few weeks down the track. So jillianbowen.com/ABC, and yeah, there's a reason I chose that short link. It's because I am 100% making strategic content marketing implementation as easy as ABC. This may well be the shortest episode I've recorded. I'll have to check, but I'm keeping it on point. I hope you're as excited as I am to see what's coming. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing some episodes about creating things like lead magnets, email sequences, captions, headlines, kind of a bit of a sneak peek at some of the things that you'll be able to get templates from if you want them in the future. The best part is, if you've got this covered and you don't need a template, no problems. You can just dive on in and get some fantastic step-by-step tips on creation as well. Do make sure you're following on your podcast app because I'm going to be throwing out some value bombs for you. And of course, remember again, get that invite for your first free template at gillianbowen.com/ABC. You've been listening to the Content Fix podcast, and I am looking forward to catching up again with you next time.